All right, we're almost at 9 o'clock. We'll start at 9 o'clock sharp. Okay, welcome to today's 20-minute academy. Um, I want to first of all, I want to tackle today a question that a lot of Facebook page owners have. As a matter of fact, the blog post that I wrote about this about 2 years ago has still one of the most views on my blog in any given month. So this question is really hot. It's the question of how do I display the posts that others post on my Facebook page in the page stream, and also why should I do that, and why should I not do that? So we're going to go do that, look at that, and for the first time, if you've been watching these webinar replays, you know that I usually have PowerPoint slides that I show on the screen. Today I want to do this a little bit different because it's really a hands-on thing that I want to show you on my Facebook page. Yes, I'm going to invite you to the back end of my Facebook page. As always, on the side here, there's the chat box. And feel free to add your questions to the chat box, and I will get to them as soon as the screen share is finished. During the screen sharing session, I don't really see what you're asking, so I won't be long. This session is only 20 minutes long with everything, and I'm sure we will get to your questions. If you watch this as a replay, please feel free to just comment on the blog post or send me an email. If you need more instructions than just watching this and following the steps, you're welcome to contact me so we do a one-on-one training. If you're in Kelowna, either we can do this in your office at your computer. If you're anywhere else, we can set up an easy-peasy screen sharing session, and I can help you that way. So let's go in and see what I'm talking about. And for that, I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to share. You might want to make your screen bigger for this. So this is my Facebook page. And you can see here that I'm still on the current page layout. As you know, Facebook is rolling out major changes to pages that I personally am very excited about. We should, as soon as my page changes over, I will do a 20-minute academy about the new changes to Facebook page timelines. The main difference, there are some differences, like the title of the page moves into the cover image, and the updates are not on two columns anymore, but only in the right one. The other change that is quite major, not as major as I expected, is these apps, these tabs, now move in the left side column. other thing that moves into the left side column is this box, and this is what we're going to talk about today. Recent comments by others, recent posts by others. So I don't know how long you've had a Facebook page, but when Facebook rolled out Timeline, they took this for pages. They took the posts that others, other than the page itself, post and put them in this box. And I was very upset about that because it seemed to punish community sites that really lived off users' comments. But I now know that this gives us actually a little bit more control. Yes, it requires us to take action, but it gives us a little bit more control. Have a step back. If you do not see this box on your feed, on your page, you might have to go in the admin panel on top, go to Edit Page, Edit Settings, and here you find Posting Ability. And if you click on that, you can edit, and you make sure that anybody can post to Tweet4Case or to your page's timeline, and you can even specify if people can add photos or videos. For me, it's very important to have that conversation, so you can post and tag and whatever on my page. The little bit of spam that I'm getting to that is well worth it. Okay, so now back to this box. So there are these comments by others. If there are criticisms, we want to address them. So what you do is you just click into this update, and it expands, and then you can comment or like. Do not ignore comments ever. If it's a rude comment or inappropriate or something like you don't want, yes, remove it. If it's just a criticism, do not remove it, because that really gets people going. So just handle it publicly, but then just leave it in the box. Not too many people look into the updates in the box, so that's a great way of leaving it there public for anybody that wants to look into, but not really promoting it. So what about if there's a really nice update that you want to show in your timeline? The way to do this is, and you see here that I wrote a test update for today. The way to do this is mouse over the X, and you see the word remove pop up, and don't be afraid. It's not really removing, it's just teasing you. So click on the X, and then there's a drop-down menu. And I'm not quite sure if this highlighted on page will go away with the new layout, but the allowed on page is what you want to click. So now it still doesn't show up, see? What you have to do is you have to refresh the page, and then the update shows up for all to see under highlights. Now everybody can see it and can see that somebody posted something to your wall. In this case, it's not very exciting because it's just a sample, but you can go in and like it or comment on it. So because we have some time, this went faster than I expected, I wanted to show you another trick. And the other trick is, or another thing to watch out for, actually, especially if you have more than one admin, is that if I comment on this now, I comment as the page. Let's say there is something that I want to comment on as me. So I change to this. I change the voice bar up top, that's called the voice bar. I change it to me. So I personally comment on this now. And if I click like, then I like it. Pretty silly because because I don't really feel like liking my own comments. And then I can write a comment. That's one comment as me. And if I switch back, this is a comment as the page. So I can comment as the page. Having said all this, this is when I am logged into Facebook as me and not as the page. It's a setting that I highly recommend everybody do. I hardly ever use my page logged in as the page, only if I want to see the page's update stream. You know that you can also reply to each update. So if you have a comment that you want to directly reply to, you hit reply and type your reply, obviously. So just to recap, you have to make sure that this box recent posts by others is selected, is available. I highly recommend this. The amount of spam that goes in there is very little because Facebook's spam filter is very good. If you don't want to monitor those updates, then Facebook might not be something that, well, you should review your use of Facebook, because social media is like a communication platform, meaning that this is the opportunity for your fans and your customers, your potential customers, to contact you. So this box is really important. Make sure you answer and you see every post. Set up notifications in your email if you don't check Facebook on a regular basis, and make sure that you communicate here. If you have nothing to say to the update, just hit like so somebody sees that that you answered. If you don't really like that update, just ignore it. But that should be the absolute exception. So today's session was a little shorter, but I wanted to, I'm just going to close the screen share session. So yeah, you see me. What I wanted to point out to you at the end is the Canadian anti-spam legislation that is coming in. On July 1st, and I am doing the first webinar about this today at 10 o'clock, and we're talking about mainly email marketing, because that's where you can do the most, make the most changes. But I've also written a blog post about the anti-spam legislation and LinkedIn, because LinkedIn also, as you know, has a messaging function, and now with the changes coming, we actually have to make sure that we have permission to send people commercial messages. So there's a lot of stuff there I will do. I have already scheduled 2 webinars for May and June. I'm scheduled to give a presentation at the Kelowna Chamber of Commerce in June. So there, if you want to see me in person, contact the Kelowna Chamber. I will continue to write blog posts about this. This is a hot topic. The registration on the webinar today is going crazy, and I'm looking forward to doing this. So the last thing I wanted to say is, please, if you have an idea, a question about another 20-minute Academy topic, please let me know in the comments on this, or by email, or on my Facebook page, or if you meet me on the street. Just let me know what you're interested in, what your burning questions are, and I'm sure we can answer that in a 20-minute Academy session. Next Wednesday, we are probably going to talk about hashtags. I'm still working on my new website, businessbluebird.com. But as soon as I have that fixed, I will post the link to next week's webinar. Thanks for coming to the 20-minute Academy. It's a little shorter today, but that's because nobody had questions. Okay, talk to you soon. Bye.